Tough loss today. Coach, we'll start with an opening statement.
Well, we knew we had our hands full. Obviously, one of the better teams in our league coming in here from Eastern Kentucky, and they have a super talented roster. They're good, and they're playing really good at this time as well. And they always seem to shoot the lights out of from the 3-point line. Obviously, we got to take, I guess, some of the credit for that, but more importantly, especially at the power forward spot for them, those two guys can really, really shoot the basketball. And they got them off to a great start. I think combined, those two young men were 6 for 6 from the 3-point line, and just were able to kind of keep us at bay most all the night. First half, I thought we were, we got some really good looks and some opportunities. We did turn over a little bit against our pressure, but we didn't convert, maybe at the level that we had, the previous game. So, and you got to give them credit for that. Certainly pressing us with 7 scholarship players is probably a good tactic. And for us to go ahead and convert and try to go at it and, score off their pressure when you had good looks, that was our decision. That's kind of how we are and how we operate. And we weren't going to kind of change that either. So I thought our team really competed for 40 minutes. I thought we played extremely hard. Thought we played a little bit better in the second half. We just didn't always play well in the first half. And again, you got to give Eastern Kentucky all the credit. This had a totally different feeling tonight. I think we actually, were able to make strides as a program. I thought our leadership was fantastic. I thought our, fighting for each other's family was fantastic. I thought there was cultural growth in this because when you get down big like that, especially early in the game, it can go one or two ways. And I'm really proud of our guys for continuing to fight and scratch and claw and to try to get back in the game. But tonight, Eastern Kentucky was just better than us.
And it's hard to see it. Well, that's interesting.
Yep.
Hard to see it on the score sheet, but to be able to come back within 12 points in the for the final score, 11 points in the final score, that was a huge turnaround for the team.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think, even though we didn't get the results we wanted as far as winning the basketball game, on the scoreboard, I thought we won in a lot of areas. Like I said, we continued to compete. Our attitude and body language was fantastic from a leadership standpoint. Culturally, who we want to be and be competitors, the guys kept doing that. And so I'm really proud. Now, as far as sticking to the code, knowing and doing your job, there's still a lot of learning that we got to do. I really think from a fundamental standpoint, there's probably 4 or 5 plays on defense. There's probably 4 or 5 plays on offense. And that's not even a lot that we could do just a little bit better. Who knows how many points that would eliminate for them and give us a chance to get. Now the game kind of looks different. And even though it's a low number, 5 on one side, 5 on the other, that's always what it comes down to, a few plays on either side.
You talked about how well of a team Eastern Kentucky was shooting tonight, nearly 70% in the first half, and still was shot nearly 60% for the game. How do you get the guys to kind of just not focus on that and just play their game?
Well, it's hard. It's easy to get discouraged when you kind of get there a step late and they kind of make that shot. Maybe it's not a great shot, but it's like we always talk about, a step matters against really good players, and they've got really good players. And tonight, especially in the first half, it seemed like we was always a step late, and you got to give them credit. They're competing for conference championship, or competing for postseason play, and they were ready to go. You got to give them a lot of credit.
And some great efforts out there on the score sheet, and there was a lot of fight in these guys tonight.
No, I thought so. I thought that I was concerned coming into the game how much we'd have left in the tank. 3 games in 5 or 6 days.
Yeah.
And we got a really tough stretch here to end the season. I think it's 7 games in 16 days. And this game ended up being played a little bit earlier. So there was disruption with everybody's schedule. And just trying to get everybody here safely was a big deal. And we certainly hope everybody out there is staying safe, because today's not going to be the only day for bad weather. So please take the appropriate precautions and be safe. But I think we're growing as a basketball team. Everybody understands we've had to deal with COVID, we've had to deal with injuries. We've got a low number of scholarship guys right now, but there's still games left to be played. And these guys showed up and came and competed and kept a good attitude.
All right. We'll see you on Thursday.
Thank you.